Well, it's the last day before my Mother's Day studio open house. We're just in the basement shooting some of our final promotional videos that we're going to be publishing on the internet today. You can see we've got a DSLR set up on a slider, so we're trying to do some really high quality cinematic shots, and we've got professional lighting, the video lights in here, and my son Scott is working the camera for me again. So yeah, once we've finished all the shots in here, I'll actually play our video that we're using to promote this, and I can talk a little bit about what we've done to shoot this. Okay, so get your hands on the camera ready to go, okay? And okay, don't start till I start talking, and then just move it very slowly. Welcome to my studio. I'm Tim Packer. It's that time of year again. It's time for our Mother's Day weekend studio open house. So once again, we're going to be opening up our house and turning it into a gallery, and we're going to be having 20% off. Yeah, okay, get your hands ready to go, and then just wait till I start talking for a second, then gradually move it, okay? So we prepared a little video for you to show you how the house is set up. And as you can see, we have a huge selection here of okay, start over. Just move it back. Okay, we'll just keep going. Make the video necessarily. And then hit the record button. Make sure it's showing record.
Yep.
Okay, so tell me when you're ready. Don't hold the handle. Put both hands down like that. Make sure the strap's out of the way. Put it up around the handle. Don't let it hang down. It'll catch. So like wrap it around one of the handles. Yeah. And then just put both your hands down close to the base. Don't have them up on the hand. It works best if they're right down like that. Yeah. Okay, so don't start moving yet.
Yeah, no, I'm just getting it back where you
Okay, and then just tell me when you're ready.
All right, good to go.
Okay. So that's this weekend, Mother's Day weekend. Well, we finished all our shots of the basement and for the promotional stuff. It took several hours actually, because we decided we were going to do everything lit professionally. So just moving all those lights around and moving the setup with the camera took a long time, but I think it was worth it. So we've patched it all together on Premiere, and now I'm going to add to this video the actual finished video that we posted. So we just posted it on Facebook. And we took a bunch of promotional shots that we also posted on LinkedIn and Instagram and sent out our newsletter. So we'll roll with the video, and then I'll talk a little bit more about the promotional aspect of what we've done to promote this at the end of the video. Welcome to my studio. I'm Tim Packer. It's that time of year again. It's time for our Mother's Day weekend studio open house. So once again, we're going to be opening up our house and turning it into a gallery. And we're going to be having 20% off all of our Giclée products. And that's Giclées, hand embellished Giclées, and paper prints. And we also have a selection of originals here, and those are going to be offered where we'll pay the tax for any purchases on this weekend. So that's this weekend, Mother's Day weekend, May 13th and 14th. And that's at our house at 39 Cornerstone Crescent in Whitby, Ontario. And we'll be open from 1 p.m. until 5 p.m. And we also have an online sale where we're offering 10% off all of our Giclée products. And you can go to my website at www.timpacker.com for details on that. We've prepared a little video for you to show you all of the pieces that are here. So this might be a good time to grab a glass of wine, sit down, and enjoy the show. Hopefully we'll see you on the weekend. I'm Tim Packer, and thank you for your time. so that was the finished video. I think it turned out pretty good. So we've posted that on Facebook, and then we've actually boosted that as well. So we're going to end up spending about $500 promoting the open house. And last year it was the first time we ever used Facebook advertising, and it worked out very well for us. But when you talk about promoting your events or promoting your work, it doesn't start just before the event. It's actually a all year, everyday type thing if you're talking about social media. So I really got serious about social media just over a year ago, and really started reading up on it and researching what was required to build a large following and a large audience. Now, first of all, you've got to have something that people are interested in. So I know that my work is quite popular. So for me, the whole thing was how could I get that work in front of a larger audience to really expand my reach, so that when I have a show or have an event or have a sale, that I can reach as many people as possible. So the big thing that for me really worked was discovering a fellow by the name of Gary Vaynerchuk, or Gary V. If you just Google Gary V-E-E, you'll find him. And he is probably one of the world's best at social digital media and using that to promote whatever it is you have. So by following all of his teachings, I bought several of his books, but he just has a ton of stuff online that's for free. By following everything that he kind of preaches, we were able to grow our social following. It was less than 400 total last year in March, and now we're somewhere around 27,000 with like 6,000 on LinkedIn, 15,000 on Facebook, 2,000 on Instagram, and actually 2,800 on Instagram, and we're approaching 1,000 on YouTube. So that's one of the reasons why I'm really focusing on this blog, is to grow that. But the whole reason you do that is so that when you not only just being engaged with the community, and for me, a big part of it is kind of giving back on the YouTube channel to those who are also kind of share that dream. But I've realized since then that it's also a great way to promote your work and promote your events. So if you are interested in using social media to promote your work, it's not something you can just pick up a few weeks before an event and try it. I mean, you can try it and it may work for you, but it's kind of an everyday thing that you need to do to kind of grow that following kind of slowly but surely, so that when you do have something coming up that you want to promote, then you have access to a large crowd of people. So I'm kind of done now. It's Friday night, so the house is pretty much ready. We just got a little tidying to do in the morning. I always kind of sleep really well the night before, just knowing that all the work's done. But in the morning, that's when the nerves start, because you always have that, what if nobody shows up, or what if we don't sell anything? So, and it doesn't matter how many shows you've done and how successful you've been, there's always a little bit of that. And then sometimes it happens, and it just, you just have to pick up and move on to the next one. So I'm hoping we're going to have a big day tomorrow. If you have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear them. And as always, give me a thumbs up if you like this. If you haven't already, please subscribe and share this with your friends if you think they'd find it of help. I'm Tim Packer, and thank you for your time.